Seattle Kraken, Colorado Avalanche. As I was about to say a few moments ago, all 4 dogs cashed in 2 nights ago. Seattle was one of them. They're plus 190 tonight. Colorado minus 235, minus 1.5. That's plus 125. And the total is at 6. What do you have for us in this one, Buster?
Yeah, well, I might be as repetitive can be. Obviously, I'm not going to lay 220 on Colorado. That's for sure. Again, I actually like Colorado here, but I like it over. I do like it over. I think they had a hard time scoring that last game, and I believe things are going to be way different tonight. And Bednar talked about it looks like Colorado's going to get some guys back. Cogliano, Helm, Johnson are all supposed to play according to the head coach. So that is really, I think, really helps them. I think it motivates them. And Seattle might be, again, like a lot of these teams, these underdog teams that won the first game, they know teams are going to be coming right out for them. So it might be almost okay, let's just play as defensive as we can, stay in the game, and then maybe get them late. And Seattle's a very good club that can do stuff like that. But I really believe the play here will be Colorado. I will take them in regulation, and I do like the over. I'm looking at maybe a 5-2, 5-3. I think Colorado gets their goals. They just didn't, even though they played all right last game. I mean, it wasn't totally bad. They just didn't seem themselves. I think you see what the champs are really all about tonight.
Not that a team like them should need it here, Carm, but it was certainly a wake-up call, a reality check, whatever expression you want to use for this Avalanche team in Game 1. What are you thinking here for Game 2, Carm? Avalanche and Kraken.
Yeah, the price is high, and for the reason it's Stanley Cup champions down one game to nothing at home, and not wanting to lose a second game. I'm going to disagree a little bit on with Buster as far as like the total goes. I would lean the under in this game, just because again, I don't want to be reactionary to all the goals we saw yesterday across those 4 games. But these are 2 teams that have now played 4 times this year, 3 during the regular season, 1 in the playoffs. Every single game has gone under the total, and they haven't even been close to the total. They've been 2-1, 3-2 type games, 3-1 type games. And I think Colorado is going to be a lot better tonight. And that's one of the reasons why, if I'm looking at the under, I'm looking at taking the under for the Seattle team total. It's at 2.5 minus 135 on the under. And I wouldn't mind taking that, because I'm not sure if they get the 3 tonight or not, because I don't think it's going to be as open game as everyone believes it to be. I think Colorado eventually gets the money, much like the Oilers game yesterday, that it pushed on the over at the end with the empty netter, but that was a game that looked like a dead under throughout that one. So I'm leaning under on this game. But I think as far as the play goes, just because I can't lay the 220, you could look at the regulation line on Colorado, much like everyone did with Edmonton yesterday, myself included. I'm going to take the Seattle team total under 2.5 goals here, minus 135. They might be happy to get back home with a split of these opening 2 games in a series in which I don't think people gave them much of a chance of winning 1 game in the series, and they've already accomplished that.
I won't waste much time, because I heard you saying the under, and then I was about to say the team total under, and then right when you're finishing up, you mentioned that as well, Carm. So I like that play too. Seattle team total under, and the reason why is because if you like the full game under, that favorite might get an empty net goal, or the favorite, Colorado in this instance, might score some late ones and shut down Seattle. And I would just hate to lose an under in this game when Colorado wins 5-2 and all of a sudden Seattle only scores 2 goals and their team total still stays under. So at minus 135, that's a pretty good price, I think, and I'll stick with that as well for my play on this game for the show. And you got to kind of keep it simple, stupid here, but I'm looking at 2 guys for shots on goal props. Valeri Nichushkin, who's just proven over time to be a big playoff guy for them. And, of course, Nathan McKinnon, hard to argue with him to get on the board. Looking at him over 1.5 points for today for him for the Colorado Avalanche.